right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is the camp from GMS Denver. And we're going to do a lesson tonight going in on idolatry, all right? Because it was inspired through the Spirit because, you know, at the workplace, I'm constantly dealing with people, and I just see Jake, man, they're so into their idol worship, you know? You see Jake, Northern Kingdom is what it really bugs me. I see the Northern Kingdom rocking their JC, their Cracker Jesus necklaces and things of that nature. And you know, it's been a perpetual thing for the 2/3, the Israelites. This is something that they just never get away from, is idolatry, you know. And before we get into scriptures, I want to grab this this word idolatry just off the internet. Idolatry. So the word idolatry, it means shit, this is frozen. It's going into basically idol worship, or some of the similar words. One of the words I noticed was a fetish, you know. So these things this shit's not going to get you salvation, man. The times we're coming into, you know, you got the prophets on the street corners teaching the truth, and if you're a Jake and you're still stuck on some bullshit idol worship, you know, you're in bad company, man. Goes into icon worship, paganism, idol worship, and it could even go into, you know, you can anything could be an idol. Go if you're something you admire more than this knowledge, more than this truth, you're falling into that category of idolatry. You know, you put your woman first ahead of the truth, that's idolatry. You put money ahead of the truth, that's idolatry. You put your career even ahead of this truth, this is idolatry, you know. And this is something that the 2/3, you just stuck on stupid, you know. You know, this is just perpetual sin, inequity with our people. But go ahead and somebody, whoever's holding Deuteronomy 13.
I'm holding that, but let me get this real quick. This is Jeremiah 3:11. It says, and Yahweh said unto me, the backsliding Israel hath justified herself more than treacherous Judah. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, return thy backsliding Israel, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you. For I am merciful, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and I will not keep my anger forever. Verse 13. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against Yahweh thy power, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. That the idolatry is the main thing that took us down, man. Exactly. It's that worshiping of that worshiping of false gods, like it tells us that the gods of the nations are idols, man, and that's what Jake loved to cleave to. These false ways that please the flesh. You see these ways that allow you to just do whatever you want to do, and this is why you see a lot of our people cleave into that false pagan Christianity, man, because the gods of Christianity tell you that you can live however you want to live, that you can do whatever you want to do. There's no consequence of judgment for living any kind of way, man. So that's why they love to cleave into so-called white Jesus.
Cracker Jesus.
And that's why when they come to the truth, they come to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they have a problem with it, because you can't lay down with another man's woman. You can't be a homo. You can't be a lesbian. You can't be out here worshiping idols or eating shrimp, pork, crab, lobster, just doing whatever, man. You see? This is why people avoid the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They try to find something wrong with it because it doesn't fit into the lifestyle they want to live, man. And that's going to get the majority of our people here in the land of America put to death, man.
And our people are, like you said, backsliding children, you know, because the Israelites, man, they've been going through idolatry since right after we left Egypt, you know. They set up the calves, you know, to worship them. And Moses was only up on Mount Sinai for like 40 days.
40 days, 40 nights.
Came back down, and they were already setting up idols, you know. And then
even before he came down. There,
God.
he was not even up to the full term.
Right.
And they were already going off.
And the same thing happened when the northern and southern kingdom split. You had, the southern kingdom. They did the same thing. Jeroboam, he also built calves to worship, and that was in fear because he thought that the southern kingdom, he thought that the northern kingdom inhabitants was going to go up to Judah during the time of worship, and then he was going to lose members of the tribes, right? So he set up those calves so that they could worship, and not he didn't want to lose his men to the southern kingdom Israelites, the Judah at the time. So it's been a perpetual thing, and like the brother said, hey, you're going to get cut off if you're in the spirit of idolatry,
Mm-hmm.
Let me get up this. It's four verses right away. This is 1 Kings chapter 11, and I'm going to start at verse 6. And Solomon did evil in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and went not fully after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, as did David his father. Then did Solomon build an high place for Keshmosh and
Chemosh,
Keshmosh.
That's the Moabite god, Chemosh.
Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrifice unto their gods. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was angry with Solomon because his heart was turned away from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai power of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice.
Yeah, meaning his mind was toward those other gods. And I just want to clarify, King Solomon, it wasn't that he was sinning because he had a bunch of multiple women and women of the heathen. His iniquity stemmed from him setting up altars to those gods of those women that he was dealing with. So when like right now, you have men who are Hebrew Israelites. They come into the truth, and then they have a woman in their life, and that woman's causing them to go off. They're putting a woman first. That right there is idolatry. You see?
That's what comes with the spirit of this world, man. Mm-hmm. Putting a bitch up on the pedestal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to lose her, man. Fuck all that. If she want to leave, let her, man. Fuck all that. Don't be trying to bend over backwards for no goddamn woman. Or she got a problem with you going to camp, or you doing the videos, or you breaking bread with bros. She got a problem. You always go, hey, to my, basically, you got to tell that bitch your life don't revolve around her, man. She's in your world. She's in your domain. You are the man. You see? You don't worship or idolize that bitch, man. You see? You put that bitch in her place, and she got a problem with it, let her leave. Oh, well, another one will come.
Don't be in that Jahim spirit, yeah. You got to put that woman first. No, you got to be, you don't want to be in the Jahim spirit.
Niggas going out sad over a bitch, man. Fuck all that.
And she can't save you.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That the woman it ain't gonna give you salvation.
Here we go.
So if you're sincere in this knowledge, hey, you're gonna be up in these scriptures. That you're gonna put Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai priority.
Yep.
Number one.
Yep.
All right.
What you got on one?
Yep.
I got one.
Well, it's just like sports teams, money, women, clothing, cars. All this shit is good. It's okay to have. Don't fucking worship it.
That's right.
Fine.
We only have one God to worship, and that's the God of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He is the creator of everything, man. Everything you see around us, he created for us.
For us, that's right. Mm-hmm. So you can have all these things, and whenever you get it, you think Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for it, man.
Yep.
You see, you don't cleave onto these things like it's your end all be all. No, these are temporary things that we have to get us through this captivity, and that's all it is. They're just temporary possessions, you see, to make Babylon a little bit more bearable. Mm-hmm. That's it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special. Point blank, period. And don't let nobody else make you think otherwise, man. You mm-hmm. see, you can have money, you can have clothes, cars, shoes, whatever you want to have, but these things are just temporary. When, like it tells you, we have to be as pilgrims. We have a mindset of a set of a pilgrim. Yeah, we can acquire these things. Yeah, we can have these things. But when it goes down, we know and understand what it is. It's time to move on to the next glory, man.
Because in the kingdom, we're going to have it in its perfection.
That's right.
Yep. We're gonna have more than what we desire. You
That's
know.
right.
And here's the thing, that we we also got to stick to that principle of balance. You balance out your life, man. We're in this ministry.
But nothing comes before Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Exactly.
You see?
God.
When it started to interfere with you coming to camp and you get your videos done and you reading, it's time to cut that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
You see? What you got there, more?
All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 37. This is Lord Yahweh Shah speaking. And he says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Mm-hmm.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
And that goes into basically you loving these things in this world more than you love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And now you're talking about Babylon is the promised land because you don't want to lose these things, or all people can be saved, and the Most High loves all nations and he loves Esau. That's what comes with loving this life, man. That's what comes being in this world. You want to, because you love this world.